What do you get when a lonely vampire stalks some people at night? It's day 16 of 31 Days of Horror, and we are watching the movie A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. This is a black and white film about a vampire chick who stalks people, more or less. For a black and white film, it has some pretty good cinematography, and there are some really nice shots, but there also is some boring and overblown shots. The story, or lack thereof, is pretty basic in this film. We follow two main characters who live on the wrong side of town. For a place called Bad City, it's pretty standard when it comes to towns, other than the pit of dead bodies on the outside. They make it seem like it's some seedy and bad place when it really isn't. Their world building could have been a lot better, but it's just so bare bones in this. We only get about 6 people plus the vampire chick that actually occupy this town, and other than the club scene that actually shows some people, it's a pretty much ghost town. We have Arish, who's a pretty normal dude. We have his junkie father. We have a kid who's always on the street. We have a prostitute and her pimp. We have a drag queen, and we have a rich chick, and also the vampire chick. The vampire chick doesn't really do much in this town, and her background is never really explained. She comes across more as a bored thief than really anything. You can say she preys on the bad of the city, but she really doesn't do anything different than any other vampire in any other iteration. She follows pretty much everybody in this film. She randomly torments the little kid for literally no reason, and she steals from the people that she kills. People are gonna try to pull some symbolism or grab some meaning from this film, but I feel like you're just grasping at straws. Just because it's set in a different culture doesn't mean she's doing anything different than any other vampire flick. Also, I think this movie would have been a lot better with some narration from her throughout the film. In the comic based off the movie, she actually does narrate, and we learn a lot more about her in just a couple pages than we do in the whole film. The comic book sets up what kind of town this is, what kind of person she is, and what kind of goals she has, all through her narrating this. The movie doesn't do this. If you don't have a story I can really sink my teeth into and give your characters depth, then it's really hard for me to care. They try to do this sub-average romance between the vampire chick and Arish, and I just don't think it really works because it's so just tacked on. The film was well made, but the story nor the characters made me really care at all of what I just watched. On a scary meter, this gets a 0 out of 10. On a bloody meter, this gets a 2 out of 10 just for the finger scene. This is why I give A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night a 6 out of 10. If you guys like this review, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that follow button. And as always, thanks for watching.